So if you're like most people, you feel like you have a great story to tell. You may watch movies or series and think to yourself, I can create something better than this. And maybe you're right, but most aspiring filmmakers don't fully understand the components of a great film or series. In this video, I'm going to showcase just some elements of great content and the biggest mistake new filmmakers make when creating new work. Change. The audience wants to see change. The characters, they start one way and they end up another. It's called the character arc. Many new filmmakers feel that they have a great idea for a story, but nothing really happens. If you love mountain biking like I do and you want to make a film about it, but your movie is just about a guy or girl who mountain bikes and that's really it, well, that's not compelling. So a new filmmaker may show the main character getting up, getting their bike ready, putting their bike on their car, and then mountain biking with some friends. Now, like I said, I love mountain biking too, but there needs to be more of a story there. We need to see the character change. So a better idea would be, well, maybe the character is struggling with addiction and using mountain biking as a way to beat addiction. Maybe they're training for a big competition. Regardless, we have to see the characters grow, progress, or regress and fail. We need to see the characters change. Along with change, we need to see conflict. If everything comes easy to the mountain biker and they don't struggle and they don't feel pain and hurt, well, the audience is going to get bored. So there's two types of conflict. You have external and internal. External conflict takes the form of the actual physical challenges that the mountain biker faces. The hills, the jumps, the hazardous terrain. But to have a fully developed story, we need internal conflict as well. And that's the struggle to believe in yourself and dealing with the trauma of your past. That's what makes it interesting. That's what makes the audience feel empathy with your main character, which is hugely important. That's what fully develops your main character. Your main characters don't have to be perfect. In fact, they should have some pretty big flaws because that's what we can relate to as audience members. The continuous journey of striving to do better and learning more. A good theme is also very important to any series or film. We should be asking ourselves as we're developing it, what's the point of this story? Why do we want to tell it and what do we want the audience to take away from it? Let's look at the themes of some really popular films like Rocky, one of my favorites. Well, it's a theme relating to how hard work, determination, and perseverance can take you really far in life. And even if you don't win that big prize, well, there's pride in giving it everything you got. Your theme doesn't have to be all neat and clean and optimistic like that one. Let's look at the theme of Breaking Bad, a great series. It's a theme relating to how unfair life is, how your life circumstances, which are largely out of your control, can turn you into a hardened killer. And even though it's pessimistic and brutal, the theme of Breaking Bad gives that story meaning and purpose. Now, the challenge comes in making these elements, change, conflict, and theme, organic to your story. I've said this before, I'll continue to say this, I'll say this a million times. Every story has been told, but not every story has been told with your unique point of view and perspective. The challenge in filmmaking, yet the most rewarding and fulfilling aspect of it, is translating a story with your own point of view. Showcasing in a way that speaks to who you are as an artist and as a person. Think of some of the greatest filmmakers of our time. Tarantino, Scorsese, Spielberg. They all have a very unique way of telling their stories. We know a Tarantino film before we know it's a Tarantino film. So the first step to any creative endeavor is finding your voice and understanding how you want to express it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more informative and educational videos on filmmaking and creating engaging video content.